Hi, we just finished meeting for intonation practice on Wednesday, October 6th, and we had a lot of sentences we got through today. We only didn't finish these two, so I'll say them at the end. Um, we started with the bold is the emphasized word, so I go higher and longer, and then I underlined the connections where the consonant might connect to the following vowel. The vultures came and picked over what was left to eat. Let's see. The vultures came and picked over what was left to eat. The vultures came and picked over what was left to eat. Left to eat. I put that over here. Left to eat. And I thought about this one. I wondered if I would emphasize the what and the how, because that would make sense to say, watch what I do and how I do it. But then I thought, really, in my everyday life, I would probably just say, watch what I do and how I do it. So that's what I emphasized here. What I changes, the T changes to a D. So I put this here. Watch what I do. I spelled it with an O instead of a U. I'm going to spell it with an do and how I do it and how I do it. Watch what I do and how I do it. Watch what I do and how I do it. What I, how I do it. Do it. There's when you say ooh, do it, and your lips go rounded to unrounded, it will make a W. Vowing to never see the leader again. Really, the only connection is the R to the A. Leader again. Vowing to never see the leader again. This one I tried both ways. The two isn't going to be stressed because it's not important. So would I say to rise strong or to rise strong? I am going with the most probability. So high probability words, if you didn't write it and you don't know the context and you have to make a guess, which is exactly what I'm doing here. New information, which we have no context, so that's hard to guess. Question words, negative words, adverbs, and adjectives. So I'm going to go with the adverb, right? Describing how you rise, even though that is an adjective, but strong, to rise strong, to rise strong. And I think the most difficult part of this is the STR combination, which comes up a lot, especially in the middle of words, construction. So if this is difficult, and it is difficult for many different speakers of different languages, the is not touching because you have space for your air to come through, and then it touches the top of the mouth for the T, and then you hold it with a lot of pressure as you drag it on the top of your mouth and pull it back for the R. Strong, strong. To rise strong. The article by the Jungian therapist has been required reading. So this word is a person's name. Well, Jung was his name, but making it an adjective. Jungian sounds like Jungian. I know that's not exactly right, but that's close. The article. I put a Y here to remind you when your tongue goes very high for the R. It sounds like the R. I put that right here. That's a different one, by yar, but that's what's happening. The article by the Jungian therapist has been required reading. We seek out emotional intensity vicariously. There's a lot of connections. We seek out, and this T will change to a D because it's between two vowels. Seek out, duh, because we don't usually say emotional as much as emotional. Seek out emotional intensity. The L connects to the I. So this is what it would sound like, but I know this looks confusing. We seek out, because I'm not going to say the anyway, you can put the D over here, seek out, or put the D over here, seek out. Duh. We seek out emotional intensity vicariously. We seek out emotional intensity vicariously. Curiosity is correlated with creativity, improved learning, and problem solving. This is a list of items. Whenever you have a list of anything, you start high and step down with your pitch for each It could be a single item, or it could be a phrase, or it could be a number, anything. What you're doing in writing with your comma is what you do in speaking with the pitch of your voice so that the listener can identify them as discrete items. Creativity, improved learning, and problem solving. And I would usually always choose an adjective, improved learning. But for some reason, I'm putting it on learning. Creativity, improved learning, and problem solving. Curiosity. This T changes to a D. Correlated. This T changes to a D. Creativity. The first T stays a T because even though it's between two vowels, it is in the stressed syllable. And T's in the stressed syllable don't change. Only T's in the unstressed syllables between voiced sounds can change to a D. So anything that ends in ity that looks like itty will change to a D. Creativity, curiosity. So curiosity is correlated with creativity, improved learning, and problem solving. And we have another list. Gross motor skills, adjective, adjective, noun. Gross motor skills, for example, crawling, jumping, or running. Crawling. It looks kind of weird, but it just sounds like crawling. And example looks like EX, but it has a Z sound. Gross motor skills, for example, for example, crawling, jumping, or running. Our brains are sculpted by our early experiences. So I changed the S to a Z to remind you to make a Z. Our brains are sculpted by our. I don't say by our, I say by our early by our early experiences. By our, when I say R, my tongue curls back for the R position. And because early starts with the tongue in the R position, you just hold it there because you're already there. By our early, by our early. When I finish early, my tongue is in a very high position and then it has to slide down to experiences. Early experiences. Our brains are our brains are sculpted by our early experiences. At the cost of, this will connect, at the cost of deep enduring wounds. So deep, enduring, adjective, adjective, noun. At the cost of deep enduring wounds. Mental health professionals. Oh, that's it. That's it. And you can say mental with a T, mental, or no T, mental. Health professionals. So it doesn't look like a sh sound, but it is professionals. So adjective, adjective, noun. Mental health professionals. Even though I'm coming down in pitch for professionals, I'm still going to put stress on the stressed syllable, professionals. And if the first word was public, it would do the same thing. Public health professionals. Public health professionals. He started a quarrel. Quarrel is a weird looking word, but it sounds like a KWOR, quar. So you have to make your lips very small from the beginning. Quar, quarrel. And this has the roll combination like world. So moving from the R position to the L position, you keep making noise. Quarrel. And Americans never say this word. So, as American English intonation, I would never say the word quarrel. If it was an argument with just words, I would say argument. He started an argument. If it was a fight, like physical, I would say he started a fight. So, I would never say quarrel. He started. This T changes to a D, and then the D connects to the A. Started. He started a quarrel. Started a quarrel. He started a quarrel. And then we didn't do this one. I see. Finally, I can. I think a student. Student. Why is the student not feeling happy today? That's kind of weird, but why is this? Why? Any kind of question word. Why is the student, and then negative words, not feeling happy today? Why is the student not feeling happy today? Yeah, I'll keep going down. Why is the student not feeling happy today? WH questions start high and go low instead of yes, no. Is he feeling happy today? Why is the student not feeling happy today? What country do you come from? Country is the question word, like that's the topic. What country do you come from? That's probably the only thing I would emphasize. What country do you come from? That's it. That's it. Thank you for coming. And if you couldn't join us tonight, I hope you can join us another time, Wednesdays at 6. And then on Mondays and Tuesdays, we have pronunciation practice. So thanks, and I hope to see you again.